Before we get into why you need a scrapping report, we need to understand what it is. Hey everyone, Tuan from DuoTax here with another video designed to help you become a better property investor. Before you begin your refurbishment or a big project like a knockdown rebuild of a property, you'll want to watch this video until the end to find out how you can take advantage of some tax savings by doing just this. I see property investors miss the opportunity of doing this all the time, and it's something that no one really talks about. And that something is called a scrapping report. Now, before we get into it, we want to be clear that this video is for informational purposes only. In no way should you interpret this as tax advice. We always recommend working with a qualified accountant or a tax agent who can give you the best advice for your situation. If you're looking to renovate or to knock down and rebuild an old investment property, you can claim on any of the residual value of assets that are thrown away or scrapped. So what most investors do is engage a quantity surveyor like us at DuoTax to create a scrapping report that summarizes and details the residual value of all the items inside the property. To do this, we need to attend the property before you begin your renovation or demolition. In cases where you've already demolished all or part of your property, we do have ways we can help by reviewing and comparing old photos as well as old council drawings. Once we've noted all the items, the report will detail all of the losses in the scrapped assets which you or your accountant will be able to claim as a tax deduction, and ultimately reduces the amount of tax you need to pay or increases how much tax you get back. For example, George bought an investment property in 2009 and is looking to renovate his old kitchen. Given how much he earns, he's paying in the 37% tax bracket. He's engaged us at DuoTax in 2018 for a scrapping report, where we found plenty of residual value in the kitchen assets to a total value of $1,365. He then decided to go through with the renovations in 2019 and was able to claim this scrap value and eventually able to boost his tax return by $621.60. Not only is a scrapping report possible for residential properties, but you can also use them for commercial properties too. When you're looking to refurbish or demolish for a new fit out for an office, cafe, or even a warehouse, you too can request a scrapping report. Now, you might be thinking that there isn't much residual value left, but because the ATO dictates that the capital works items need to be depreciated at 2.5% for over 40 years, this means that if a fit out is 10 years old, there are parts of the fit out that can still be claimed for 75% of its total original value. So there you have it. Before you think about ripping everything out, bear in mind that you can turn these liabilities into an asset by getting a scrapping report done. If you have any friends, colleagues, or family members who would benefit from this video, be sure to share this with them. I'm Tuan Duong. See you next time.